What's going on, familia? What's going on? Just going through the setup for today. Crazy setup. This is 24 hours there. Now, it's also with late Asia lower low. Okay. So hated wave 5 finisher right there. And obviously, wave number 1. No 2. So we're still not having a 2 on this correction. Just waiting for the market to react. To the 1 minute time frame. I want to see a lot of data. Okay, the market is behaving very strange. It's gonna come for liquidity back again or not? Did make that higher high for New York there. Hmm. Not very clear on what it wants to do. But it looks like it's coming down. Morning, Tony. Not very clear on what the market wants to do right now. It's just going in the same area over and over. Going on, Tony? How are you? It's coming back up. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Think it might just try to do another higher high. That was a big candle going up. A lot of indecisions happening right now. Not very clear. I think it most likely will try to push higher, since the entire market there seems to be a lot of optimism happening to that. Hmm. Interesting. What's going on? What's going on, Shanti? How are you? All right. Sorry, I haven't said much. I'm looking at the market very closely here. I'm looking at the market very, very closely right now. And trying to understand what this is doing. Hey, good morning, Josh. Good morning, everyone. Rise and shine, familia. Just looking at the market very closely here. You see this type of behavior? It's not cool when the market is doing that. Really not. It went and tapped again the area of Elliott wave 4, but this is an Elliott wave here, familia. We completed this Elliott wave 5. This is an Elliott wave 4. Sorry, this is another Elliott wave, so a correction. It's just it hasn't completed the Elliott wave 2. There's a lot of optimism in the market right now, especially for the cryptocurrencies. And it's nothing here. News. Stock attack will lower as investor monitor tariff developments. That's a big, big deal, especially, but there's a lot going on between United States and Canada, Brazil as well. It's again a topic. War is no longer a topic anymore. Well, not as much, but tariffs are back in place and they're just battling this thing. And investors are now shifting their attention to this. And let's see what's gonna happen. I believe most of the movements are going to start happening mainly tomorrow, not today. That's why these indecisions here are, as you see, here in this area. The market tried to trend and then it just pulled them back down. And technically, we're still missing another wave too in this correction. So this could be an entire little wave one. So we got to measure how low this can go. Let's see, technically all the way up there. Just past the 38%. You guys know I don't like 38%. But if it hits this 61 could be very valid for an inlet wave too. And it's going there now. 50% is okay so far. So valid anyway too. The market is just pushing down, 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 down. I like even more this area here, 78. Not even the 70, the 78.60. I like it even more. So it's filling up that entire gap, the left behind. A huge imbalance. Already tapping on, okay, already passed the Asia higher high. Let's see how low this is gonna go. It's just falling like a hot potato. Keep happening, keep pulling down, down, down. Now it's wiping out all liquidity from it. It's literally, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. Oh my goodness. I believe he's going to go all the way down to our area. See how he's fighting the 70.50? All right, let's see. He keeps pushing lower and lower and lower and lower and lower and lower and lower. Might as well just keep pushing down a little bit more. Did come to, oh, come on, to that tap of the fair value gaps here, but would love to see this collapsing a little bit more. Let's see. I think he's going to keep seeking for more liquidity at the bottom. There you go. Come on. Do what you got to do. Don't play with people's feelings and people's money. Just seek for what you got to seek and keep pushing down. Pushing down, pushing down. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Down, 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 down. The question is, if you know that it's going to push down, why don't you sell? Right? We can. I've been selling since this thing started to fall. But the good practice for me was to put my stop loss on the very top. If this trade is too mature, you have to wait for the next opportunity. You see how it's tapping the 7860? Let's see if that is the level. There you go. Pushing up, pushing up, pushing up. And or it can continue pushing to the 8860 at the bottom. All right, familia? Just be ready for anything. This is even better because then your stop loss can be a lot shorter here. See, for those impact trading gurus, boom, 7860, pushing the market back up. Sniper, that's what it's called, a sniper shot. Sniper shot. But the good thing about it, familia, is the fact that you guys can see like the measurements that we're doing, they're very accurate. How the market comes to these areas and react to it. Right? That means their system is linked or in sync to the stuff that we're doing, right? A pretty good confirmation. But to me, that's not enough. I believe the market might keep pushing down and still. Remember this one when I show you guys this here. When I show you this, when you see this behavior on the volume, they lost a lot of volume pushing the market down. Usually come for a retracement and they keep pushing down even lower. Things lower down when you start seeing here, lower candles pushing back up. That's when things are going to slow down a lot more. Lower candles, yes. But as long as you see big candles here, my goodness, this here. Oh. That's why it's so good to see these histograms because you guys can read price action a lot better. This here at the bottom. And this screen is just too small for me. That's why I can't see properly. But that's a pretty good indication. You see the volume, how strong it goes down? Pretty good indication that, yes, it's going to keep pushing lower. But it came to our 70-60 and it's reacting to it. That could be the area. I have a trailing stop activated from the very top. It's about to kick me out on that sell. About to kick me out. I hope not. Let's see. Anybody got into that buy? Into the 70, 76, 78, 60, as I mentioned. It is going up. It just kicked me out. It just kicked me out on my trailing stop. But that's what it's called a sniper shot. You see how it came to the area? Boom, pushing the market up. It got me out on my sell on the very top. Now it's hitting the 50% of that huge retracement. So what we call the equilibrium for ICT traders. Sniper shot, familia. Boom, right into 70-60. You see how the volume here? Oh man, I wish I can take this off. Like, I don't want to see that. Anyways, let's see if I there you see how the volume here kind of like started pushing up? That's a good sign. Oh, rejection. Rejection to that area. Oh, interesting. Deleting that. I don't need to see it. I just wanted to see the lower point. So that is a validated wave 2. Now familiar. So this could be an elevate wave 3. The question is it going to actually respect it and push the market up as an elevate wave 3? Because if that's the case, then we can have measurements here. And remember, this is a correction into the market. Boom, boom, boom. So might be targeting this area here. If I go into the 5-minute time frame, it is a pretty good elevate wave 3 limit because it's going to hit this area back again. That is for the remaining of the day. Could be, I don't know. Good indication, familia. This is an active elevate wave 3. Let's see how far it's going to go. Already wiped liquidity, wrap the Asia higher high, London higher high. It's just wiping out everything. Is that going to be enough? How the market started was very weird. I don't have a good feeling about this market to that. So if we're talking about probabilities, I already grabbed liquidity back into the Asia. It tapped the Asia higher high top. Now, the question is it gonna come back to London lower low and Asia lower low, which a lot of transactions are sitting. This here, the fact that he came and grabbed this and pushed back up, it means trailing stop activated for many traders that were chasing this or started this trades here. The question is it going to be enough for the market to keep pushing it higher based on the sentiment, or is it going to come back down because most of the liquidity is sitting back down here? That is the question. Most of the liquidity is sitting around here. Most of the liquidity is sitting back here. Now, if you are looking at a much higher time frame, I like this. The half-hour time frame to me is like it's so nice. So you can see here, Pamela, that we are doing fair pricing, pushing the market down. Technicals, and the basics are very good. That's why these Elliott waves shouldn't have been all the way to the very bottom here, but they didn't. They reacted to this, pushing the market back up. All right, let's see. Just have to trade it and live with the results. Trade it and live with the results. How's everybody doing today, familia? How is everybody doing today? Remember, familia, please hit like, subscribe into our free YouTube channel so we can keep growing the community and learning. My computer is just extremely slow. My computer, it is extremely slow. Oh yeah. I like the market has been really crazy. Like the way it's acting is not, you can be technical about it, it's just the sentiment, it's not out there. So far I am at 100% of my trades, but it's struggling. Only 945 up. That sucks. And the question is why do you think, Lucito, that it sucks? Like why do you think it's not great right now? It's just the way the market is moving, the data, how is it coming out. So you want to be technical about it because that's the only resource that you have to predict the market. But if there are sentiments are kind of mixed, you're gonna be getting a lot of that here. You see how the market went up and down, went up and down. It's starting up and down in this area. Then it came down to grab liquidity. Now it's pushing back up. Not enough liquidity. It's like trying to be technical at the same time. If you measure this now, you're gonna be hitting at a 61, 70%. There you go. See, between 61 and 70. So right now, is it respecting that? Yeah, it's trying to be technical. The question is that gonna be enough of a movement to push the market down now? And it will keep doing that for some time until something really messed up happens. That's when you have to be really careful, really careful with the market. The question is, how careful can you be? Just lower down your lot sizes. Lower down your lot sizes, let the market flow. Let the market flow. I've seen either the market repeat itself in the certain same areas over and over. Sell the extremes. Extreme overbought, extreme oversold. A good indicator for that is stochastics. Not even the RSI. RSI is okay, but a stochastic is a lot better to these circumstances. RSI is really good if you use it as a trend indicator. It's a trend indicator. Over 50% buy, below 50% sell. That 70-30 overbought, oversold only apply certain conditions. Right now, the best indicator for this, if you're an indicator trader, will be the stochastic. With the default values, even the MACD will be, MACD is an amazing indicator, period. But the stochastic will do the job here. With the default settings, you don't need to change them. Oh boy. As you guys see, it is only 957 with this volcano volume. It's just wild. Tony says, what is the difference between them? Between what? The two indicators? It's a formula that is inside. The stochastic has two EMAs inside, and the cross of them, one is fast and other is low, tell you when the market is overbought and oversold in certain areas. Nowadays, there's so many different versions about these two indicators. The people just change them based on what they believe works better. Oh boy, what is the market doing now? Is it going to go down? The good thing about both indicators, as I say, they are momentum indicators. They're oscillators, both of them. Okay. Oh boy, what is it doing? The good thing about the RSI that I like a lot is the fact that it measures the speed and the change of the price movements. That's the one thing I like the most about the RSI. When the market opens, it is a really good indicator. Just when the market opens. Beyond that point, it's a trend indicator to me. That's how I use it. Okay. Like the stochastic for this type of behavior of the market is a lot better. You can just compare the closing price to the price range over the period, usually like 14 periods. That's how it works. 14 period, talking about 14 candles, right? That's to me, it's a lot better than the RSI under these conditions. And as I said, it's just two EMA. That's just stochastic. It has that one is called like K, I believe, percentage K, and the other one is percentage D. That's the two EMAs, how they calculate. That's what is inside, how we call them. I believe that the percentage K is like current close minus lowest low. That is the formula for it. Divided between the highest high minus the lower low. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that is a formula times 100. That is for the K. And then the D is just the 3 days, a simple moving average of the K. That's how it calculates the stochastic. And familia, this I'm going deep into the formula. That's how you I'm telling you, man. Like I know my stuff. But that's how I know how well this thing works. So the D is, yeah, it's a 3 day simple moving average of the K. Yes, that's what it is. So the crossing of them tells you really where things are flowing. That's how that's why I like the stochastic a lot more. Under the circumstances that you guys are seeing now. Is that clear? And the reason why I like the stochastic is because it's more sensitive. The stochastic is more sensitive to market movements like this. And when the market is doing this kind of dog doo-doo, you need something very, very, very sensitive to use it. I don't have it on my screen because I'm looking at different things right now. Obviously, I like to see these kind of give me almost like the same information that I'm talking about that I like to see between the white dots and the histogram here where things are flowing. Because at the end, what matters to me is who's dominating the market. That's all what matters to me. The only problem with indicators is that they are lagging indicators. So you only gonna see what just happened. But with that information, you can probably predict better what's gonna happen after, right? That's how we see it. But when the market is behaving this way, my friends, look at that. Like, how can you win when the market is doing this? You know what I mean? I only took like 4 trades today so far and made $945. It's not good. But that's the market for you guys today. Sometimes it's a very slow Monday. Sometimes you got to stick to what you know and, you know, remember that the best trade is the one you never take. My house is so cold right now, and outside it's like 30 degrees. Inside my house is like 21 degrees. I'm freezing. All right, all right, all right. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Can't really trade it. You can't really trade a day like this. You have to, if you can stay cash, it's totally fine. Or just wait for the opportunity. See how the market went up, went down, went back to the equilibrium of this area. It's got to do the extremes, right? But it went back to the equilibrium. It's nothing you can do from that point. Just wait for a break of a structure, and that's it. No break of a structure, no trades. So my original trade was selling from the very top all the way to the very bottom. Took me out. That's it. Ruben Cardenas says Lukasic, stochastic. Stochastic. Okay, I want to look for you. Stochastic. Stochastic. And you see some people combine it with the RSI, but you just call it this stochastic. Let's see. I don't have enough. Too many indicators loaded. So I'm gonna. I don't even know why I have this in here. I don't want. Let's see. Indicators. Yes. Stochastic. Call it. Not boom. There you go. That is the stochastic. But the simple values of it should be okay. You see how it came down. You see that it did go over, but went up. You see what I'm talking about? You can see it clearly, a lot better. So right now it's in the very top. What do you think you should be doing? You should be selling, right? But the market gave you a fake movement there and went back to the very top. That is just stochastic here. You can't really trade a market like this. So it's simple. Just keep following whatever it's telling you to do, but you will hit a few stop losses if you just buy here, sell here. You will hit a few of them. But when you catch a good trade, then you recover your losses. Right now, the market is just slow bleeding. It's slowly bleeding. Ay, ay, ay. This is crazy town. See, let's see. One second, familia. I am responding to many things. Oh boy. So what do you guys think about today's market? You know, what do you guys think about today's market, familia? It is low. You gotta take and wait. Just have to wait. 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 Any questions, family? I know it's when the market is at that slow, you gotta like just wait. Put good music, very slow and no good. Put good music on, just get some coffee, just slowly do your thing. You see, the thing with me, I can read market price action with a lot of details to the very bottom. I am not trading this here only because I'm doing this live with you guys, but I understand very clearly what the market is doing there. I can trade it if I want to. I have a bunch of other tools that can see the market there and trade it. Okay. Just explain you guys quickly here. Like I am looking at the market right now in into the 1 minute time frame. As you guys know, the market is fractal. Whatever happens, But it will have the same behavior in any time frame that you're looking at. That means even if you go to a very low time frame, you can still see channels in them. You can truly see channels in them in a very low time frame. So I am literally looking at the 20-second time frame, and I see a channel here, a clear channel. And that's as simple as it can get. If you see a channel, what do? You treat it as a channel, right? It's trending up. So you buy at the bottom, right? If you want to sell on the top, you can, but you just have to do um, step lot on that, and then understanding what's happening with the price when it's within a channel. Is the basic stuff. Again, the price is building liquidity as it's moving up, and at one point it's going to wipe that liquidity. That's what you have to watch for. That big engulfing candle wiping liquidity. That's all. Which it's kind of doing it right now. See what I'm talking about? So if you're doing, for example, impact trading, it would be a great opportunity to take some money out here. But right now, it's just breaking down the channel. Is it going to react to it? I see a very low fair value gap here as well. It went tapped it right now, reaction to it. But it might just come down. It might just come down, down, very low. It went and tapped in the pre-market high again. Pre-market high values is right there in that corner, and it's pushing back the market up. See what I'm talking about? Like, but those are the details that I'm looking at my other screen. Like as I said, if I want to trade this, do impact trading, I can. It's not a problem at all. But already I made $945. Do I want to push this? Right? I'm just showing you guys the details of price action. If you're looking at Elliott waves, as I said before, familia, this is the target for Elliott wave 3. We are still within an Elliott wave 2. It hit a right and perfect entry here at 61. And targeting will be here. Targets for Elliott wave 3. Which means that you should be looking to buy into the market. My concern is liquidity here in this area that is still sitting here below the Asia lower low and the London lower low. It just went and hit those trailing stops right at almost 78% of Asia and 50% of London. Oh, that's interesting. How we went all the way up down there to that. But it's back into, you see what the market did? Okay, I'm going to show you guys something really cool here. If you're looking at this in the much lower time frame, this is the channel. It went wipe out the liquidity when things started and started pushing the market back up. That's what it's doing. That's price action. To Rincadena. So given the volume is optimal entry, the sell at the New York high and the buy at the New York low. Buy optimal sell at the New York high. No, don't do that, because what happened is right now you have to consider the sentiment of the market. And we are in New York. So most likely it will try to keep pushing higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher, right? So you can be selling at the high, buying at the low. If you want to do that, following a strategy, Elliott waves it's a perfect strategy to follow into these market conditions, because they give you the limits of when the market is extremely overbought. So if you want to wait for an opportunity to sell against the trend, meaning that selling right on the very top of New York, do it only with a stop loss. Don't go crazy. Now buying, You got to buy with liquidity sitting on the very low levels of all the previous sessions, which is Asia and London. You see, the market is pushing up clearly. So why you want to sell is a question. You buy in retracement. If you're doing intraday, right? If you're doing a scalping, you can do whatever you want. But I give you guys a trade. We are in an early wave 3, pushing the market up. Give you the targets. Give you the entry right at the 78, 78, 60. And it's just doing what it's supposed to do. Simple as that. As simple as that. And it's pushing it higher and higher and higher and higher. So given the volume, yeah. So is that okay, Ruben? It's pushing it higher, higher. It's pushing it higher, higher. Please, familia, if you are new to the chat, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe and like button so we can expand our family. Remember, familia, this is free trading, and we'll keep it like that. My objective is to spread the knowledge and spread the trading community and fix a lot of things that are in the internet regarding trading. Because I am just tired of seeing so many scammers out there. All right. And yes, you can. A lot of people believe, oh, when, can you leave of trading? Yeah. Is that even a question? But I highly recommend you to start slow. Don't try to become rich and millionaire from one day to the next, familia. It's a slow process. It's a really slow process. Don't rush it. But when you're there, you will be there. You will feel it. Your family will feel it. Stochastic is saying that it's extremely overbought right now. But let's see. Let's see if that is real. So it's hitting right now 88% of the Fibonacci tool. If you click on this, you go from the very top to the bottom here. See, 88%. It's hitting the 88% right there. Boom. That is an extreme area. If you are a Fibonacci trader, but the sentiment right now, it is just pushing higher. It's slowly bleeding the market. Slowly bleeding the market, slowly. And again, if you are looking exactly what I mentioned, just do your channels so you understand what the price is doing. This is called fair pricing. It's fair and it's clean trading. And you keep buying until it breaks the channel. Even though the top optimal entry is on the very top there. But that's what supposedly the Elliott wave says that the market should be going. The question is it going to do that or not? Is it going to respect that or is it going to do it? Well, familia, it's very clear. Oh my goodness. It is very clear that it will. Oh man. Well, I tell you, Familia, one thing about YouTube is that you cannot provide signals here, but I'm giving you my entries, and I hope you guys are enjoying them and learning as well. This is all educational, Familia. All education. Came aggressively to the very top. Liquidity sitting here also as well, because this was New York previous higher high, which it broke it already, and it's trying to keep flowing. Imagine, ton of people were selling here, but their stop losses here, just wiping them out and fighting the area. Let's see. Buyers are in control. Buyers are in control right now. Familia, look at that. Bitcoin 21,615. That is insane. Just last year, this is last year? No, this year, around April, February time. Wasn't like around 79. It came down to 79, 78. And now it's sitting at 121. Out of this world. Imagine all these people that are holding Bitcoins from day one. Because, you know, what people mention about the Bitcoins, that it's going to go all the way to 500,000 at least. Imagine these people that are waiting for that Bitcoin to hit 500,000. They might have, probably will have to wait a few years, but he will definitely do it. No doubt about it. Nobody believes that the Bitcoin will ever get to 100K. Look where it's sitting. Some folk there was holding Bitcoins for a long time, and when he hit the 100K, he sold all of the Bitcoin he had. He made a ton of $1 million. It's probably regretting selling all those Bitcoins. All right, so overbought to the extreme right now. Let's see if it's gonna respect and push down, or it's just gonna go higher now. The man with the big fat belly is there. I'll tell you that much. Kind of. It looks like it's his friend. We gotta get a nice name to this thing. Let's call it Bob. Oh, let's call this guy Bob or something like that. You guys pick a name. You guys ever had a friend that likes to drink a lot? I guess any of you ever had like I have many friends that love to drink, but there's always that one friend that just drinks every weekend and get the most drunk in every bar. I don't know why, like when it comes to a Mike, Bob, not Peter, Peter, no. Mike and Bob, those guys, the people that end us with those names, they love to drink. Oh man. What is the market doing right now? The market is extremely overbought and it's just trying to correct itself. So it did hit the head of the, well, I don't know, whatever names you guys want to pick for this guy. Let's call him Mike for today. Mike. It hit the head of Mike and is now down to the neck. Might try to blow the hat on this side. I don't see a hat form there, but it might just keep pushing down, 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 down. Sticking for liquidity right now, hitting those fair value gaps. And blowing, coming down like a hot potato. Look at this stochastic. It's already coming in, but you got to be careful because it might just do exactly what it did here earlier. It's just the market was extreme oversold right now. Too oversold. And buyers are not winning this battle anymore. He might just try to come back down, 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 down to these areas. There you go. Pushing the market down, 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 seeking for liquidity, seeking for liquidity. That's what he does. So it can continue pushing higher. So Elliott waves did not come to where it's supposed to go. Wow, that's a pretty crazy recovery. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Is that gonna be good enough? Probably not. Look at the stochastic. You see how it came down? Like boom, like a hot potato. Remember, you gotta buy on the retracements, okay? But where are you gonna buy is the question. So sellers are now kicking in hard. And all you need to do is just wait. It's coming down hard, 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 hard. It did. That was Asia. That was a London, New York highest point. It's pulling back to the equilibrium, pulling back to the equilibrium of New York, which is here in this area, the 50%. And it's just falling, 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 falling like there's no tomorrow. Might keep pushing lower. I think it's gonna like seek for Asia low at one point. Buyers are no longer buying. So you see this here, the channel broke. It's stopping a hard stop on the equilibrium. Let's see. Is that gonna be a good enough movement for the market to push back up? Oh yeah. I don't know. This market is wild. You cannot trust it. There you go. Pushing down again. Oh boy. What a day. I will be impressed if this market keep pushing very, very hard to that. Think it might just stay within the zone to that. Wow. Unbelievable. Come on. Is it gonna go up? Is it gonna go down? We don't know. It's like we don't know. We don't know. So what can you do in this type of scenarios with the market? You gotta just wait for clean setups. If you don't see a clean setup, A plus setups, don't trade. Like if you don't see it clear, it's because it's not clear. That's what I'm saying. Like don't rush. Don't rush. If you make that 20 bucks today, Josh, be happy with it. Tomorrow you make another 40, 50, 60, 70, whatever. But it's money. It will be worse if you lose 200 by not having a game plan. Analyze the market, develop your game plan, and execute it. If it's not there, don't trade it. Simple as that. It's coming down. That was a nice retracement for the downside. But the rejection there was strong. There was a strong rejection there. Coming down like a hot potato. So I don't think this is an Elliott wave formation here. Still says that it's an Elliott wave 3, but these big retracements means a lot. Yeah, remember, Elliott wave is just an strategy. It doesn't mean it's the rule of everything in the world. Elliott wave gets invalidated all the time. It's just it's a set of rules that is very profitable, but if it's not there, it's not there. You can't force it, right? Behind all of this is really the purpose of the market, which is, you know, make money. And how they're gonna make money? Seeking for liquidity, filling up orders, seeking for orders. That's what he does. So the question is, what he's sitting right now, are there any orders to be filled? It's still not clear. It looks to me it's somewhere below here. Somewhere below here, there might be orders to be filled. For now, just gotta live with the results. Be selling, 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 selling. I'll be surprised if this market just like reverse right there and push up. What's going on, familia? What's going on? This is NAS for those who don't know what we're trading. It's very clear. Some of the indicators that we're using right there. US cash. You came to a hard stop here. I'm not sure why. There's no liquidity sitting in that area. I think it's gonna keep pushing lower, seeking for these areas here. I don't know. Might not. I'm surprised that it came to a hard stop there like that. Is that the equilibrium? Let's see. So it came to the 50% of New York. Yep, exactly. Exactly to the 50%. No questions asked. Exactly to the 50%. Like, look at that, familia. Exactly to the 50% of New York. That is vicious there. It's like, wow. Are they doing average cost pricing on this? It doesn't seem like it. If it goes back into the discount areas, it's definitely seeking for liquidity. But it's sitting right on the 50%. And buyers are not interested in that area. They're not. It's just filling up orders at a 50%. There's not enough. It's gonna seek for more at the bottom. Is there any news events happening today for the US dollar? Okay. My computer is very slow today. I'm not sure why. So nada. Nothing today. Uh, not tomorrow. CPI. All right. Yes. CPI week on a Tuesday. Hmm. Ay, ay, ay. Let's see. Well, it is respecting the 50%. I think it's gonna go down. That is not enough fuel. That is not enough fuel. I'm pretty sure this market's gonna collapse more. Even though now the stochastic on the other side says that it is oversold. Let's see. Is it gonna build another channel pushing up? Not sure. The market today, it is just wild. Wild, wild, wild. It is truly gonna come higher. Yikes. So what's up, familia? What's up? How is your morning so far? Let's make it. Let's do it, familia. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's hitting that fair value gaps, imbalance, however you want to call it. Is it okay? So let's see. Let's be more technical about this. So from here to here, see that 38%. I'm doing another Fibonacci. I'm going to delete this one. Don't need it. Let's see if it's going to react to the Fibonacci ratios on this, or is it going to come back into the 61 to 80? See how it went to the 38% here? Reacted to it, pushing the market down. Let's see if it's going to keep the building a channel, pushing the market higher. Going through each one of these levels. It seems that the market is going to be behaving that way today. Doing these temporary channels across all day. But the one thing that it's calling my attention a lot is the fact that there's so much left behind that hasn't been touched. And at one point, it has to come down. At one point, it has to come down hard. Seems that buyers are wants to now kick in again. I highly doubt this thing is gonna go to the max level of this area here. Not, I don't think it would do that. I'm seeing the bigger picture, which is a channel on the very top. And I have it clear that it should come down and revisit all these areas here. Wow, if this thing pushes up, I'm gonna be shocked. Wow, that's just wild. That is wild, familia. Wild, wild, wild. Making another channel, pushing the market up. If you guys see that, go into the lower time frame and just wait for that engulfing candle. Clear indication that the market will um collapse. Wow, it is true. This is wild, familia. This is wild. It's pushing back up. Wow, that is crazy. Cannot believe my eyes. I really can't. Slowly bleeding the market. Slowly bleeding the market. Let's see one thing. So we understood that this was a correction here, right? And this is an idle wave too. Supposedly, it's an idle wave too. But the kind of correction that the market is doing, it is not very clear. It is truly doing whatever. Whatever. Okay. And we got to keep following what the market is giving us. We got to keep following what the market is giving us today. All right. You know what? I am going to wait for that 6180, and you know what to do there. Right now it's overbought. You see the stochastic, how cool it is? It came now to an overbought area. Wow. This is wild. This is wild. What a fight. What a fight. 6180. My goodness. Passing the 6180. Okay. Let's see. All right. Wall Street water aiming fresh tariff treats data earning height. Yes. Wow, it's literally back into the area. It's wild. Wild, 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 wild. It is wild. I'm still sitting at 945 bucks. Just waiting for an opportunity. And that opportunity, it is not coming. It hit the 70.50. But look at that, familia. You see the histogram here? It's telling you the buyers are dominating. So you got to start waiting for that to start coming low. I'm going to give you a better reading of this. You see this push here? And the next one is higher? You got to wait for one lower than the higher on the histogram. Lower than the higher. And then a second one lower than the previous candle. That is indication that now sellers will be dominating. That gives you the better indication of it. That's how I'm reading the histogram. Wow, familia, 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 familia. The push is on fire. We don't need no water. Let that burn, burn. Ay, ay, ay. The push is on fire. Let's go. You see how now the histogram here level to the previous one? You need a second one that will change. That's 6180, familia. 6180. 6180. The push is on fire. They don't need no water. Let that burn. If you got into the 6180, make sure that you secure your bags, okay? This is a market that I don't trust. I simply don't trust it. That's why I'm not hitting that button on anything. Will this also be a channel? Ruben, all I can tell you, you see, I'm looking at the 1 hour time frame. Sorry, 1 minute time frame. And that's on my screen. But on my other screen, I have the 20 seconds time frame, which I can see channels more clear. So, for example, if you get an engulfing candle like the one you did, you wait for the retest and then the sell. You know what I mean? Engulfing candles is a very clear indication that now the other party, like buyers or sellers, are dominating. They come aggressively. I keep saying it. When you see that aggressiveness kicking in, that's a clear indication that yes, those guys are now trying to do what he's supposed to do. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Give me a second, family. I need to swap my glasses. I need to read something very small. Ah, yeah, yeah. That's one of the bad things about getting old. That your eyes don't work the same way. I have, honestly, on my desk, I have 4 pairs of glasses for me to read. And I got to swap them like over and over. That's just ridiculous. See now the histogram here showing that it's going down and the reality is going up. So that could be the formation of a divergence. If you get more data and this thing keep pushing it lower, and you guys see this thing keep pushing down, that's a very clear indication of a divergence. So you guys have to um understand how they work. Now look at that. Low and then came high. Definitely not a divergence. Sitting at 78, 88, pushing, pushing, and pushing. All right, all right, all right. You gotta take the chances and live with the results, familia. If you have a game plan. If you don't have a game plan, do not trade. Live with the results. All right. What is this market doing? It's like it doesn't want to do what it's supposed to do, which is probably try to do another higher high for New York. Mhm. Am I looking at the right thing here? Futures is going up and this is going down. Like, I don't get it. Okay, it's going up. Slowly bleeding. It's slowly bleeding. Slowly bleeding the market. It's slowly bleeding the market. Look at that. The stochastic, how they are. Hello. What's up? Yeah, coffee? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My wife brought me some nice coffee. Hmm. That was nice. I cannot live without coffee. And he's trying to push back up. What is he trying to do? I don't get it. Huh? What happened? Oh, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Give me more coffee. Give me more coffee. Coffee, coffee. And he's pushing higher and higher and higher and higher. I don't know, man. This market is just really wild. It can't be technical in a market like this, but you can definitely understand what the price is doing based on your experience, which I got a lot in my backpack. So New York right now, let me see something here. Makes no sense. This makes no sense. The XY, it's in a higher point. Let me see the QQQ data. It's pushing higher. I want to see also, uh, where is this thing? Gold pushing low. Okay. And the 10-year bond data, it is in the 1 hour time frame at a higher point. Isn't that something? Huh. So they're not taking money from here. They're taking money from here and injecting it all over the place. Oh, look at that. Huh. That was a gold trade. Isn't that a beauty? Anyways, that's a nice swing trade. And okay, in Bitcoin it is okay. All right, so now that I have some data in place, it's doing a higher high again. Going to the 1 minute time frame, because I want to see more and more and more and more and more and more. Reaching the 100% of our Fibonacci. The sentiment is still bullish. Still bullish. And I'm going to go into the 5 minute time frame. Look that top here. That might be sitting more liquidity, more orders to be filled. This kind of correction here, which is an Elliott wave of 5-point system, is fighting this area. This is supposed to do more of that. You see, this is not all. This is supposed to do a lot more. So pushing the market at least to this area here. If we break this, this is not complete. This pattern is not completed. So why is it doing that? This pattern is not completed at all. That pattern is not completed here. So I'm looking at 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. You see, this is the part. So if this is a triangle, it's supposed to be 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. But it's not. It's just 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. I'm missing 2. 1, 2, 3. It's supposed to do at least one more, pushing the market down. It's supposed to do at least one more. At least one more. And then continuation of the pattern. If this is just the correction of the Elliott wave too, that is just being technical. But at the end, the market would do what it's supposed to do. Making higher highs, higher highs, higher highs. Very well, very well, very well. Yes, yes, yes. Let's go. Let's go. Wow. It really took off. What happened there? Is it coming lower? What are you doing? Wow. It's gonna come lower or what? I don't think so. Wow. Familia, what do you guys think of what the market is doing? I want to hear your opinion. I want to see your inputs as well. You guys are more than welcome to write it in the chat and let's talk about it. Oh my goodness. I don't understand. Like, I'm seeing one thing on my broker, I'm seeing something different in this. Why is it doing that? I am in the right instrument. It's like this has a little bit of the delay compared to my broker. It's crazy. That's all I can say. This is crazy. Doing higher highs in New York. Higher highs. So it came to the 50% of the area. It's still on the premium area and it took off. Another channel, building another channel. Just doing channels, 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 channels. Small retracement and keep pushing higher, higher until it does an engulfing candle and does the same thing that here. Wham! It just wipe out everything. For now, it's just higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. Isn't that lovely, familia? Isn't that lovely? There's definitely a delay here. Some lagging because my broker is coming down. This is going higher. I don't understand. That am I looking at the right instruments? Like this is NAS, right? There's a delay on this. It has to be a delay. This is not clear. This is weird. My broker is saying one thing and this is doing something completely different. I don't understand. This is weird. You see, like my broker was coming down, like I don't know, 10, 20 seconds ago. And this thing started coming down after. Let me see. Let me just refresh this thing. Let me save it. Refresh. The data is not coming through TradingView clear. What is this? See this? Now it's pushing higher, and this thing is saying that it's coming down. You know, let me switch to this. It's doing the same thing too. I don't understand. Why is my broker saying that the price is doing something completely different to what I see here? Let me go into the 1 minute. Yeah, that's weird. That is so strange. You see, now it's going up here on TradingView. My broker did that move long ago. Hmm, interesting. Just observing feels like a major move up or down is coming. Definitely. I completely agree with you, Ruben. It has to go up or down. That's not even a question. The best thing to do when you see the market behaving like this, it's literally just step back. Step back. Don't trade. Just step back and observe and wait for your opportunity, because you don't need to trade every single day. You don't need to trade on every single opportunity. As I said, if things are clear for you, you take them. If they are not clear, just step back and don't trade. Your job is to protect your capital. It's not to trade. This is not a casino. You know what I'm talking about? It is not a casino. I mean, if you want to take it as a casino, you know, when you go to the casino, do you ever come out with your pocket full of money? 80%, 88% of the time, 80% of the time you don't. So this is gonna give you the same. If you try to trade when you're not supposed to, most likely you will lose. Okay. So you got to trade only A+ setups. My broker right now is saying that this thing is falling and this thing is like all the way up. Why? There's a delay here. This is frozen completely. Am I looking at the right thing? I am looking at the right instrument. I just don't understand why he's doing that move. So weird. I mean, my broker don't play around, right? They know, they're like, wait a minute, if we give it to Luisito like this, he's definitely gonna crush it. So they gotta give me fresh data at all times. And the broker just failed to do a higher high. This is the move here, failing to do a higher high, pushing the market low. But this move here is so small compared to my broker. So let's say this is an Elliott wave here, which, oh, wait a minute. It almost reached the 100% for an Elliott wave 3, which is also a valid point. It says that by the book, by the rules, it says that it's supposed to go to at least 130%. And Elliott wave 3 is the longest of all. But in my book of experience, I have seen many occasions that it actually does a 100%. Then it does a retracement. But at one point, it goes and reach that 130%. Okay. That's what I'm looking at. That it reads the 100%. It will do a retracement, but this is still within the Elliott Wave 3 range because it has not reached the 130%. That's what I'm trying to say. Is that clear? Is that clear? All right, familia. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. And then markets coming down, 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 down. Oh, 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 oh. It's it coming down, 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 down. Oh, 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 oh. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa, la raza? How's everybody doing? Anybody earned 100, no, 273 on my challenge account before New Year opening bell done for the day. I am just starting the charts. Fantastic. Congratulations, Andrea. Keep grinding. Keep grinding that way. I don't know, familia. This here is not giving me the latest of the latest data. My brokers now is pushing up. That is very odd. Very, very, very weird. My broker is doing crazy, strange things. And is now going up while this is going down. I don't know. This broker is doing something different today. Now you see the movement going up. It is weird. Like why is that delay on trading view? I should switch to trade on trading view if they're giving me that data source. And see the data coming from my broker and do it there, right? That will be on TradingView's fault. I'm pretty sure if I switch to trade on TradingView, they will give me more up-to-date information. It's just like super slow. I'm not sure if this is my computer or the browser. I can't say that. I think it's gonna keep pushing higher, familia. It's gonna keep pushing higher. I think it's gonna go higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. It's gonna go higher. Guarantee you it's gonna go higher and 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 higher. The market has a mind of its own today. Gonna try to do a higher high, and then the sky is the limit. Even though I see here, you see the histogram now is pushing down. My broker is pushing higher, and this is pushing down. I don't get it. There's a disconnect here. It's a big, huge disconnect. There you go, familia. And my broker is showing that it's there already. It's on the edge of higher high. It's right on the edge. And it is pushing higher, lower now. It is, man. How can you win in a market like this? Best is to stay out. I only make so far $1,020. $1,020 in I started what 9:30? So 2 hours. To me, it's not enough. I was expecting a little bit more for a Monday. I'm talking about for the account size that I'm trading this. It's not enough based on what I want to see. To be as you are, Rene, my friend from Switzerland, the one and only, the great Rene. Buddy, we got to do some automation for the team, man. You listen, Rene, you are a coder. I am a coder. I am an engineer. I'm telling you, my friend, let's put our minds together and let's build something amazing for the team. Let's just put an effort and let's do it. Let's do it, man. Telling you. Let's spend some time together, maybe a day. Just go grab some snack and we're gonna have a closed soon, just you and I. Oh, this is a stair. What's up, stair? Where is Rene? Oh, he must be working. But when he sees this recording, Rene, my friend, let's do it for the team. Let's build automation so they take that away, all the stuff that they have, and just put their money and let the automation take care of it. I love automation, but it takes me a lot of time to code, especially when I'm trading. It's like this is what I do. Right now, I don't have the urgency of making a lot of things for money. I don't have that urgency. So I trade and make what I want and I get out. But when it comes for the community, there's an urgency. And that's what I said. Let's put our mind together. I am putting my mind with whoever wants to do this. Just ping me. And I will take my time to build it for the community. But with somebody else or 2 or 3 people. If 2 or 3 coders ping me, I will put my time for it. But the thing is, I don't want to do it on my own. Because if I do it on my own, because I don't have that urgency, I will stop doing it and get out of it. Be like, what for? But if I do it with somebody or a group of people that wants to do it, I'll be more than happy to do it for the team. Oh, so well, I see what NAS is doing right now. It's doing a lovely correction. Nash is doing a lovely, lovely correction right now. He's doing a continuation pattern to the upside, but he's doing a correction. So he's gonna do another 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and then pushing the market up. A triangle, if you guys understand that. Let me draw here. So triangles. I love triangles. There you go. Little triangle. Don't buy or sell in the middle. Only buy or sell in the extremes, okay? Now you guys can visualize it. Esther says, thanks, Luis, but I cannot help with coding. That's totally fine, Esther. Your presence is more than good enough. Understanding that you also want to learn is more than good enough. The only thing I ask is once you are on the other side, please pay it forward. Help a friend, a family member, or somebody. Just pass that torch of knowledge because they will need it. And trust me, Esther, you're not here for an eternity, but the knowledge can pass from one human to the next for an eternity, as long as there's a humanity. All right, just remember that, my friend. Life is too short, and everything we do in this life will stay here. Nothing will be carried over to the next life. Hmm. Isn't that a beauty? He wants to push lower, but it is not. Is it respecting the channel? Like, what is it doing? It is slowly coming down. You have to be really careful because then it's just one move can do this, like push. Now I see the data is synced with my broker. It is synced. Like whatever this is doing, it is also on my broker. I think this thing is gonna keep pushing down, expanding this correction. Let's see. It needs to give me that data. No data, no. It is weird. It is weird what he's doing. Very, very strange. Very, very strange. In IKEA, life is better. All right. Hmm. So he's doing a 3-point system against Familia. Here he's doing a 3-point system. That's a pattern of triangles. Always remember, but always remember that patterns of triangles are always 3-point systems. And I think I shared that with Josh at one point. The way to understand this, always hit that 61%, 70%. So you go from top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom, and hit those Fibonacci ratios. That will be the pattern of triangles until it breaks the triangle. Until it breaks the triangle. Sayonara. All right, Kimosabi. Let's go. Let's do it. Man, this coffee is not kicking in. What happened? It doesn't matter. My wife made this coffee with a lot of love for me. So this is a trader's coffee. I have to enjoy it, even if it tastes awful. Just joking. It's really good. I keep saying, familia, you have to appreciate your partners because being a trader is not easy. You spend a lot of hours, you spend a lot of sacrifices, you do a lot of sacrifices to be in front of the charts, growing, and it's time that you are away from, family time. So you have to appreciate and give them absolutely everything because they are doing as much effort as you are. Don't think that you're the only one who is sitting here doing the effort. They are also doing a lot of effort and is taking care of everything around you. So you're comfortable enough to do what you're supposed to do. As you guys saw, my wife, she was like up in the kitchen doing some coffee. She took her time and brought me some coffee. But that's just a little thing of all the stuff that she does across the day. Same thing with me. Like, it's not like I'm just doing this all the time. I try to do this as little as I can so I can spend as much time with her now. But at the beginning, it wasn't that easy. So if you have a partner, always remember to say thank you, first of all. Appreciate everything they do for you and give them what they deserve, okay? Because you guys are doing this for a reason. And I really hope they are in your book of checklists of things that you need to achieve. A vacation for the wife, a purse for the wife, a car for the wife, vacation for the wife, all that stuff. Just do it. Do it. And if you are a female, think the other way. You have to appreciate the effort that your husband is doing because he's probably working in constructions. He's probably working in a factory. He's probably doing a lot of work. So you are comfortable in your home, learning and mastering a craft that will give them also comfort later on and eventually retire them from their jobs that they probably hate. Unless you're a lawyer, a doctor, or some weird, crazy career. For example, I've seen a lot of firemen that love with passion what they do. But anything else, the experience that I had in the past, anything else, most people hate their jobs. Most people hate their jobs, especially when they have a boss that is equivalent to a daddy. It's like asking for permission for anything you got to do. It's like, come on, man. But I understand we all have to survive. We all need a job, right? We all have to do what we need to do to provide. But some jobs, so there's some bosses out there that their ego just go into the sky and they believe they that you owe them something. Like they're doing you a favor. That's how they feel. They want to be a boss, but they don't know how to be a boss. I had many terrible bosses in the past. Many terrible bosses. Many terrible bosses. I think that's why I kind of learned so much from I'm like in the middle, I'm in my mid 40s, I'm not a young cookie, but I'm not a noble old man. But my experience in life was very rough at the beginning. I had so many people around me that wanted to like push me down at all times. Very old school guys, like old school people that lived in the 70s and the 60s. I literally had a boss that lived through when there was like segregation in the bosses that you had like colored people at the back and and other people at the front. That he was a very white man. That was one of my bosses back in the days, and he was an a-hole, I tell you. But back then, I depended on my job very much. I needed to supply and provide to my family. So whatever he said, I took it. Whatever he said, I was a yes man. But there was a point that this guy abused me like crazy. I remember there was a time that this guy literally, um, he knew what he was doing. And I was very naive at that point. And he took me into a room, literally closed the door because he knew that what he was gonna say if anybody heard him, um, was not going to be good for him. And they just guy just went on it like crazy on that run. Hello. Okay. Thank you. As you guys see here, it's literally touching every point of the triangle. You see how important it is to visualize what you're doing? You see how we went right to the point, right to the point, right to the point. So it's very easy to trade these triangles. But anyway, this boss, he's probably dead by now. He was very old. We're talking about 17 years ago. But even situations like that, I learned so much from them because I said, because once you're in the situation, you kind of don't know what the heck to do. You're like, what? Because honestly, I was frozen. Like this guy he was just going at it, and you can see that there was like I'm not gonna say a racist moment. I want to keep it and believe that it wasn't like that, but when you are in that situation, you don't even know what to think. I was frozen in that room, like frozen. This guy was just going at it, saying so many awful things because he knew that if somebody heard him, he will be in trouble. And I just took it. I was like, I didn't know what to say. And at the end, he wanted to like write me up for something that I didn't even do. So he gave me a paper. He said, sign here right now. And I didn't sign for it. I said no. And I walked out of that room. And to make things short, as I was working and growing, I got to a point that technology came out, all the cell phones and all that crazy stuff was out there. And I remember one day he was going to do the same thing again to me, and I took my phone, I took it out, I hit record, and I put it on my pocket. His face just like froze, and he completely changed. So every time he was going to do something like that, I would grab my phone out, hit record, and put it in my pocket. And I said, say whatever you want to say. So he was seeing that I was recording him, right? He was seeing it, but because he knew he would refuse to say the things that he needed to say. And then I got to a point that um every time he was going to talk to me, I was calling an HR person. I'd be like, "You're going to talk to me in front of this lady." And to make things short, at one point he got fired because the problem wasn't it wasn't me. The problem was with him. He was a racist person, very racist, and he got fired. As I said, he's probably dead by now. Probably, I don't know. But those are the things that what I'm trying to share with you guys is my experiences being out there working with people that yes, I work with so many awful people. And this is why, these are some of the reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I know what is out there. And and I truly believe that that's not completely gone. It is still out there. But you guys see, we're visualizing the charts here. We're visualizing the triangle and it's touching every single point until it breaks it. You can be very technical about this and you just have to work with this. And you can make all the money in the world understanding when this correction is happening. Just wait for your opportunity and execute it, okay? This triangle is going to be broken, so you know. It will be broken. Yeah, just it truly is. It is. And you know what's the funny part? The son of the person, he was a good guy. I mean, I talked to him. He was a normal guy back then. He didn't have a really good relationship with his dad because his dad was very old school. But when I'm saying old school, for those times where there was segregation in the bosses, that's how bad it was. I just didn't understand his mindset. He was a supervisor. Was it a supervisor? I can't even remember. He was just a boss for me. The funny part was that he was not even my boss directly. He took that title. He took that title. But that's when I worked in automotive for a long time. You know, the automotive industry is one of the hardest industries out there, very demanding. And that's part of why I developed very tough skin when I was in that environment. Very tough skin. You guys see here? Touch the point. You know, trading a triangle, it is very easy. Very easy. Very easy. This is where you start making money. I'm right now up by $1,470. Buying and selling, just buying and selling that area until it breaks. Simple as that. Buying and selling until it breaks. So I sold here, bought here, sold here. Like that's all you do until it breaks the triangle. Okay. You guys see the opportunity, very clear opportunities. You take them. You take the opportunity and live with the results. Don't extend the stop losses on that. The stop losses should be very short. If they break the triangle, use get out. Don't because it's going, as I said, it's going to break it. Don't think the market is gonna be just doing that for the entire day. If you're trading this, make sure you get out when you're supposed to, because then anything that you have done, you're gonna lose it. So what's the point, right? Very easy, very easy. But you know what, familia? As I said, you have to be very positive about situations, even in the worst conditions, because this person, um, as I said, he's probably dead by now. It's happened so many years ago. And he was very old. This person was a terrible boss, but coming out of that, I learned so many really good things. I learned a lot more about me. I learned how to defend myself from people like him. And there were situations where he wasn't just an a-hole all the time. Like he was just a person trying to be a boss. He was trying to be the person. He probably had another really terrible boss, right? That's what I think. And he was just probably trying to be the what he learned from a previous boss. There's so many things that take you to be who you are. You know, when we are born, there's a song that says, "When we're born, we're all innocents," right? That is the truth. We are the results of our experiences. He probably had a terrible boss at one point, and he believed that that's the way it was supposed to be. And as I said, familia, I learned also positive things of him. Not which it wasn't all negative. That's the way I take it. I learned how to defend myself. I learned to speak out when I had to. I learned to, you know, he once says one thing to me that I never forgot about. Wait a second, I'm looking at the marker right now. One second. The market is hitting that spot there, and I am selling, but I want to get out. I'm a 1,620. Okay. Yeah, this guy pretty much he says something really cool to me at one point. And it was about being I can't remember the words that he said across the line, but it was something about being a great man. Oh my God, this thing. Hold on, because the guy was very old, but he was very wise too. You know, he had a lot of experiences too. As I said, he probably had a really bad boss in the past too. He was a perfectionist. That's a word. He was a perfectionist back then. And that's one of the things that I got on the positive side of this person, that I learned from him trying to be a perfectionist in everything I do. The only thing is that when you try to be a perfectionist, you don't enjoy very much the things that you do because you focus so much into little things that you try to perfect all the time. And life is not perfect. But what I really got from him is that whatever you do your best. That's really what I got from him. Whatever you do, it doesn't matter what, do your best. His son once told me that, he was having a hard time trying to go to school, and he didn't know. He only knew what to study, like math. He used to love math. And the kid, he said, for example, in Dominican, when you when you pick a career, you make sure that you pick a good career. Here in Canada, United States, you can go to school to study, for example, history, to study just math, to study just physics, like that kind of stuff. And back then, when I was talking to him, I was like, "You're going to school just to study math. That's all. Like it's just math." And back then, I was just thinking, how can you make money just studying math? And the kid's just like, I don't know. He said to me, I don't know. I can be a teacher. I can be this. I can be that. And I said to him, "What did your father said about that?" He said, "My father said that no matter what I do, whatever I do, to be the best at it." I was like, "Oh, so even if you're a mathematician, to become the best mathematician among all the people that are studying that." He said, "Yep." So okay, I got that. But anyway, that's my experience with people out there when I was in the world. I hope he's doing really good. That kid. But the broker is weird also. They both blame each other. Trading Views say it's the broker, and the broker says Trading View has me as a free member through I'm a paid member. Oh, Tony. I right now I you see what the market is doing. That's what I'm paying a lot of attention to because it's kind of like in a consolidation state in the triangle. Like I'm familiar, like you see this. It is pretty cool to trade those triangles. What happened is when the triangle falls into this pattern, the brokers, not the broker, the investors, they do something called average pricing, and the average pricing will be always aimed to the middle point. All right, always aiming to the middle point of that triangle. So they like to see the price reaching the limit, then coming back into the area, then going to the extreme, and so on until it breaks. When it breaks the triangle, is that they're no longer interested in this particular price, and they move to another area. So it's kind of like building. If you look at the histogram, you will see now, not the histogram, the volume profile. You will see a D shape on that entire area, and then they move to a different price, much probably lower or higher, because already they accumulate and they ate fulfill all the orders that were in this area. That's why traders like me, when we see triangle patterns, we jump on it right away because we know it will stay there until it breaks the triangle. And you can always adjust these triangles because they can expand even more. I'm only up by 1,620 right now. 1,620. All of that, the majority of that inside that triangle. Excuse me, sorry. So I waited over 2 hours to find a particular area in the market where I can make money. I know that's all I'm eating right now. Just eating that triangle, eating that triangle, eating that triangle, eating that triangle, eating that triangle. Take it until he breaks it. Take it until he breaks it. You see, familia? Boom, 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 boom. Money, easy money, easy money, easy money, easy money. Familia, if you are new into the chat, remember to hit that subscribe button. Also, please, if you are in the chat, just hit like into the video, please. I beg you, please, 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 so we can, the algorithm of YouTube can pick it up and start sharing these videos among the community, and we can become a bigger family. I want to get more traders that have a lot of experience into the community, so you guys can also learn from them. So please, familia, take advantage of this momentum, because you're going to get to a point that is going to be a very closed circle. All right. So please hit that like button, share if you can. Wow. Now it's going down. What is it doing? I like to sell when it's actually touching the triangle on the top. Let's go. I need to take care also of my fish here because it's been almost a week and they are kind of like tired of living in a tank at the back. So I gotta, the fish tank, the big fish tank is already fixed. So I gotta move them back into their home. But it's a process. I have to like get the water ready and all that fun stuff. And it's quite heavy, so I gotta do that today, hopefully. I'm going to be a busy man today. If you look at the stochastic here, it's sitting around the 50%. So the question is, can you buy, can you sell there? The answer is no. You got to sell and buy the extremes, okay? That's what I said. I will only sell when it's on the top of the triangle. And I see the stochastic like falling back inside. Only awesome. Thank you, Andrea, for being here today. It's been a pleasure. But hit that like button. Don't go without hitting the like button. All right. Awesome. Eating the market slowly. Up by 1,770. Is that enough? Maybe. Ouch. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay, let me see my broker. Think I'm gonna have to restart my computer. It's just too slow. Something is up with my computer. All right, just looking at my broker now, sitting at 37 funded accounts, 37 funded accounts, and going to the edge of 38. After that, I will have two more, and that's it. I don't want to have more funded accounts. 40 should be enough. The next two will be at 150K, two of them. And that's it. No more, no more funded accounts. I got too many to. Tony says, what is a trader's coffee? Well, a trader's coffee is a coffee that is made with love from your partner. And if you don't have one, you just got to make it yourself with a lot of love. That's it. Think about it and enjoy it. Because it brings you a lot of positivism into the trading world. In my case, my wife did it for me. Again, it doesn't matter how it tastes or not. It's just the fact that she did it. That's what matters to me. And again, if you don't have a partner, let's say you're single, you're just waiting or something, or you're alone in your home, do it yourself. You got to love yourself first, right? You got to keep telling everyone about life. You got to take care of yourself. Like your mental health is number one. Take care of your mental health. That should be your priority at all times. And your physical health too, of course. Because what are we trading for if we're gonna be sick, popping up pills like crazy? Like you don't want to be taking pills for everything. Oh, I gotta take a pill for diabetes. I gotta take a pill for you name it. And I know that the folks that live in the United States, the medical industry there is crazy. How how a lot of people there, like as soon as you have something, they want you to take pills for anything. I think that's terrible. The medical field in the United States, you go to see a doctor. As soon as you see a doctor, oh, I have a pain in my neck, they give you a pill. My finger hurt, my nail hurt, they give you a pill. It's an industry that it's billions and billions of dollars that are generated every year in the medical field. They want you to eat a lot of unhealthy foods and a lot of unhealthy meals so you can be always sick. And it's an endless cycle. You're eating like crazy, eating a lot of sugary food, a lot of crazy things. And then when you're sick, then you got pills. So you're always on the losing end. Because we got to watch what you eat. Stay away from sugar. Stay away from sugar. Stay away from bread and all that stuff, rice, all that crap that just get you sick. It would be really cool if we actually like do in our group, we do also a health challenge. What do you guys think about that? You guys open for that? Do like a challenge. I'm open to reward anybody that reach certain things. I'm open to do that on my own. Like reward you guys. If you're part of it, I give you something. I don't know, a tablet, whatever you name it, whatever you call, whatever you guys want to do. We can do a challenge for like keep our health also optimal. And then we're accountable. We like if I think it will be really cool if we do that because then we can be accountable to each other and to the family, right? I know. It's there. Like once you pass certain age, your body start declining and going down. There's a guy that I follow for the longest time in YouTube. I think he's an idiot. He says that he wants to live. Well, he's spending a lot of money. He's a millionaire. He's spending a lot of money in living forever. Like, but he's doing a lot of studies and things unto himself that he says that humanity can live forever. I don't believe it, but the guy is aging slowly now. And he's in a really good shape. I don't believe that, but hey, I was just looking at a thing on the Bible. And hey, those folks back in the days, they used to live like hundreds of years, like 1,000 years. Like what? It's crazy. Living 1,000 years, you gotta have a lot of money to live. You gotta be a really good trader if you want to live 1,000 years. Truly. Just give me 1 second, familia. I gotta do something really quick here. You stay there. We'll just trade a triangle. I need to do something extremely quick in the next 2 minutes. My goodness. In the next 2 minutes. Uh, okay. Five, okay. 1 second, familia. Stay there. I know we are making money finally. Ay, ay, ay. No, man. Don't do that. My computer, it is not in the best position right now. It's just doing so it's just extremely slow. Oh my goodness. I got less than a minute to do what I'm supposed to do. Yeah. Okay. All right. So back into this, familia. Did it in a record time. But you guys see, familia, this is how easy this whole entire session has been. I'm already 1,700 up, just trading that triangle. Trading that triangle. Just trading that triangle. It is so easy, familia. So I waited literally since 9:30. It's already 12. Oh my God, time is flying. 1,770. 1,770. Just trading that triangle. I think the market might, it is a continuation triangle. It would try to push higher. It is clearly a continuation triangle. I should be focused more into buying than selling. So right now it's getting into the end of the triangle. This is the limits. I can expand a little bit more here. Let's see the areas that is respecting a lot. It is noontime. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, I need to change my glasses now. That's why I can't see properly. Back into the X-ray glasses. All right, familia. All right, all right, all right. So if you guys want to do this health challenge, we are in our group here. Just this is a discussion that we can have in our chat, in our WhatsApp group. Just write it in there. If you guys are in, I'm in. If you guys are in, I'm in. And we can push ourselves to do really cool things about our health and improve not just our financials, but our health. Okay? I'm in. You guys tell me. If you guys want to participate, let's do it. And let's see, measure our progress every, I don't know, 2 weeks or every month. However you guys want to do it. But I am in. Yesterday, I went in a pretty crazy bike ride. I did 26 kilometers in Niagara Falls. And the sun, which it was like insane. The sun was like out of this world. It was super hot yesterday, like 30 degrees, 32 degrees in Niagara Falls. But it was beautiful. I mean, you guys saw the pictures in the chat. Like, it was beautiful. But I spent my entire day just doing that yesterday, pushing my limits. So Esther, I know you're very well known. You know a lot about this stuff. So um you're more than welcome to share your experiences if you want to. Um and give us some inputs about what you do, how you do it, what to do. Because I mean, I'm not an expert. I know as much as I need to know, but I'm not an expert in that field. There's a guy that I follow a lot in the internet, and this guy, he he's in keto. He's in a keto diet. He's been on a keto diet for quite some time. He completely refused to eat anything with sugar, starch, like all that fun stuff. He only eats a lot of um protein, eggs, meats, all that weird stuff. Some vegetables, but he's completely. He doesn't like anything that has sweets on it, including fruits. And the guy, he's singing on his like late 50s, and he looks like a guy in his 20s. He participated in, I think, like 28 Ironman competitions. You know what is an Ironman, right? He has like a wall full of medals. He's really good. He lives in Florida. He's an actual doctor. So if you comes to him, like, you think he doesn't know what he's talking about, the guy knows what he's talking about. He's an actual doctor. And he says, in a very ugly way, he called everything that is not protein. He called it like dog doodle in, the old fashioned way. And I just follow him. I really like him. He definitely knows what he's talking about. So I try to do as much as I can. I am not you know, a very skinny person, but I am not also a very big person. I am in the middle point. And I'm making the health my priority right now because I don't want to get old and then be in a lot of trouble. As you guys know, my eyes are dying little by little. I know I'm gonna have a problem with that later on. So I'm doing as much as I can before it's too late. But anyways, familia, you guys let me know if you guys are in. I'll be more than happy to participate with you guys, okay? Anyways, familia, the market is just following that triangle. I'm gonna get off now. I broke the 2,000 bucks, and I think that's more than good enough. I will come back with you guys over in our WhatsApp group. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you guys, okay? Have yourself a wonderful rest of the day. Take care. Bye.